Right, guys, tickets are still on sale for my tour. We're going all over the gaff. I'm talking Cambridge, Derby, Manchester, Liverpool, Southend. We're going everywhere. We've also just announced some dates in Dublin, Belfast and Cambridge, all right? All me Irish gals, you're welcome. And maybe we're doing some dates in London. You think I forgot? Come on now. So make sure you go and buy tickets now. Otherwise, you're going to miss out and you're going to be a big loser. God bless. Welcome back to another episode of Saving Grace. Today, we've got Lucinda and Vicky Pattison on the pod. Yes. I'm buzzing you both here. I'm buzzing.
Thank you very much.
I feel like you're both so different but so similar is the vibe that I'm getting.
Thank you. I'll take that.
I feel like we've
air hostess in the city.
Oh, I like it.
Chic a little bit today. This was unintentional, wasn't it?
It's very earnest.
Pair of pricks. We're really fucking dressed up, haven't we?
No one told me you guys were getting glam, by the way. I rolled out of bed, shoved a bit of mascara on, haven't washed my hair in a week.
You look fabulous in the trackie.
Thank you.
The tracky
get away
dacky.
with it. I think in your 20s you can get away with the old tracky and hair up and everything and still look great.
Sporty spice.
It's all good in
no
the hood.
spice. Enjoyed that. Thoroughly enjoyed that. That's my vibe today. Now, first of all, how are we both? Are we good?
I'm good, thank you. Yes, really good.
I am particularly good now that I'm in Candyland popcorn.
I just like everything you say in
popcorn.
your accent.
It's lush, isn't it?
You could say something really horrible to me and I'd be like, that was really lovely.
Aw.
Thank
She's never
you.
said anything horrible.
Really?
So nice.
I have my moment.
No, you don't.
I have my moment.
No, that's what I'm here for.
9 hours into filming, you're like, fuck off.
The broomstick comes out occasionally. You know.
So you guys have a new show. I watched the first episode.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Well, you're one ahead
I
of me.
don't think I was allowed to, but I did watch the first episode.
Well done. What did you think?
It was sensational because I think, okay, for those who don't know, obviously, give a roundup. It's called Honesty Box.
Yeah.
What's the vibe of the show?
So Honesty Box has all of it's a brand new reality dating show for E4 and Channel 4. It has all of the parts of your favourite reality TV shows that you absolutely love. I'm thinking Bikini Clad Babes, I'm thinking Amazing Villa, Corridor Creeping, Bed Hopping, Mattress Mambo, the lot. We've got it all.
Love that.
What a synopsis.
But we have the added spicy twist of military grade lie detector technology. So you
Makes me anxious thinking about it.
babe,
honestly.
I was coiled like a spring for the whole 4 weeks, and it wasn't even me in the hot seat. I don't know how they did it.
I know.
Hats off to everyone, the True Topians as we called them, because they were really good sports. But no, it does give that you've got nowhere to hide. You know.
Yeah.
The experiment is true love best found when you're being completely honest. And that's what we tried to find out, wasn't it?
Yeah. And this AI piece of technology, it's got 88% accuracy. So it really does.
That will do it. Yeah.
It plucks out the lions, you know.
I would be using that whatever percent that it doesn't work. I'm like, it must be wrong.
They tried.
Yeah,
there
did
was
they?
definitely some moments where they tried, and they were like, we had this thing called the Truth Terrace, and it was where we discovered who'd been honest and who hadn't. And there was a couple of moments where they were definitely trying to blame it on the technology, and I was like, hey, don't blame it on the technology.
That's not making it in the cut.
It's not going to fly with me.
Although some have navigated their way through the technology, in all honesty.
Really?
And another aspect is there's the, the trust fund. So there was £100,000 up for grabs. And the most honest, genuine couple walked away with quite a bit. So.
And were people 100%, was there any like couples that were 100% honest the entire time?
I think less couples, I think more people.
Individuals.
Oh.
As in life, like you'll just find some people are like habitually and naturally very honest.
Yeah.
And you'll find some people bend the truth a little bit more. Do you know what I mean?
Make it sound better.
Yeah.
Well, they don't even know in their unconscious that they're doing it.
Yeah.
It's just
Some of
so
them
in the
definitely
fabric.
didn't know.
It's a really humbling show for
It
them.
is.
Yeah.
It is.
That's scary though. But do you know what? I don't know if I would, I'm just thinking about because I love to sugarcoat things. And when you're in a situation where you can't sugarcoat things, that's terrifying.
So do you think it's more like white lies for you?
Yeah, so my thing would be, if I've accidentally had a little toot, I'm going to blame the dog. That's where I'll lie with the lie.
Yeah.
Noodle.
I know, I'm like,
getting thrown under the
Noodle,
bus.
that is insane.
Noodle.
My girlfriend's throwing him out the room. I'm like, oh no.
Dirty dog.
Yeah, but then it's like, where do you draw the line with the lies?
A little bit of, floral things up.
Were you giving leeway or no leeway on the show?
It really wasn't up to me. You're giving us far too much credit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
we were merely the vehicles.
It's true.
It was all down to this honesty box and the AI technology, and we just had to go with whatever was sort of said. Do you know what I mean?
It did all the dirty work.
Yeah, it did the dirty work.
We would
made
need to
you guys
actually
look good.
hold
Yeah.
space, hold court.
You had a great job, mate. You were just there to do the nice bits.
Well,
I had to deliver all the spicy bits. Yeah.
Vicky really held the scaffolding of the show. She did a brilliant job of hosting.
Give me a little high visit.
Yeah.
Yeah, little high vis. And yeah, I was sort of down, in Trutopia, sleeves rolled up.
Yeah.
Holding a non-judgmental space, I suppose.
I think that's why you two worked together really well.
And we do have such a laugh together. I love being with Vic.
It was a
taught
good,
me a lot.
Stop.
You do. You're amazing. You're great to watch.
Nice, man, honestly, isn't she? I don't know how I've got this lucky.
We enjoy it. I mean, in the land of Trutopia, we all got into the spirit of it.
Yeah.
Where truth is the best policy.
What attracted you to the show? Because obviously you guys are from two very different shows in general, but I suppose you can take a lot of what you've done and maybe put it into the show, or that has attracted you to it.
Yeah, I think I'm a huge reality TV fan, even though my own experiences with it have been, a bit complicated, which have left us feeling somewhat conflicted. I have had predominantly really great experiences, and I do still love watching it. Do you know what I mean?
Love reality TV.
I love watching it. And this show has all your best bit, all the best bits of your favourites, you know? Bit of The Traitors, a bit of Love Island, bit of this, bit of that. But it has this whole new spicy twist that's never been seen before. And I suppose I was attracted by that. But also as well, I desperately wanted to be involved and wear a kind of different hat. I don't know about you, Grace, but I've only ever done reality TV as a contestant, as a contributor. I've never been a host. And coming back in that space, I wanted to be the person that was never there for me when I was making reality TV back in the day, you know, and hopefully give them a slightly different experience.
And you were also on reality TV where there were no guidelines.
Babe, Wild West.
So yeah, you were out there in the thick of it. Yeah, dark time.
At the beginning.
Yeah,
of
right at the beginning.
Television. And I feel like
Just me inventing the wheel on Geordie Show.
And I feel like you've sort of grown up on reality.
Definitely.
You've sort of navigated all sorts of aspects.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was nice to be sort of part of something which I felt was exciting, but also be able to be there for the cast when they try and navigate it.
Yeah.
And
You've been a good mama.
Oh, I've
like that.
tried, mate. Yeah, I've kept in touch with them. I've been messaging.
you?
I'd do the voiceover, and I really shouldn't say this because I'll probably get in trouble off Channel 4.
Go on.
But I'd just message them and be like, "Oh my God, you look so good in this episode." And
Hair was really looking
They love
good.
that.
yeah.
They love
I'm
that.
your bum looked so good in this episode. Just being a little fangirl for them all. But, I never had anyone to reassure me when I did it. And I think it's quite nice to be able to be that for them.
Because have you ever watched any of when you were on telly, of any of it back?
God, no, mate.
Because I think it's harder to watch it back, especially if you're a contestant on this show. You're thinking, okay, well, have I come across how I feel like I've come across? You need that reassurance on it.
Because you never know how you're going to be edited.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a wholesome nature to this show.
Yeah.
Like the editing team, no one's being made out to be the villain. It's
Unless they are the villain.
Yeah, well.
And that's on them. That is on them. What can you do?
I think you've just got to call a spade a spade. It is reality TV. So there's going to be highs and lows. There's going to be some drama. It wouldn't be it without it. But Lucinda is right. We've not tried to trip anyone up. There's nothing malicious or untoward or nefarious going on. It is just, if you lie, you're going to be exposed. That's all there is to it.
And I know all the cast is closed. And actually none of them are too concerned about it coming out. They're all really excited, actually.
And you were on Married at First Sight.
Yes.
I need to tell you something.
So
before I got into this whole shebang, I wanted to do Married at First Sight.
I think
that was the show.
It'd be great.
I would have left. But that's the show that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I love watching it. I'm mildly obsessed.
It's good fun.
But it must be nice for you, because I think your whole thing on the show was actually being truthful.
Yeah, I'm pretty direct.
Yeah, you're
Absolutely.
direct, being truthful.
Yeah.
So it must be nice to be on a show now that you can be on the other side, but also everyone's being truthful.
It's such an honour. And actually, because I'm so fresh out of the Married at First Sight experience, I did feel a lot of empathy for their experience. I know, Vic did too.
Yeah.
But and very much align with the whole concept of the show for sure, because I do believe it's the best policy. Even though we can all
have a
little bit.
The dog's farted. Here and there.
Exactly.
We can have a bit of that.
Save ourselves, save somebody else that we love.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about shagging. So
I love
there
that
we go.
switch.
Yeah.
Straight into it.
So you're saying
chapter 2.
Thank you. Yeah. I like
This
to be
is where I
smooth
press
with
for a
it.
prosecco, or at least a
What have they
kombucha.
got?
Yeah. What have you got? Bubbles.
You're saying there's bed hopping, there's creeping around. What are the contestants like on this show? Are they going for it? Because I feel like on reality TV recently, people are a
been a
little
bit
bit more.
tame.
Yeah.
Like sexy time.
Yeah. There's just a little toe moving out. What's the vibe?
The shagging, man.
Yeah.
There's a little.
Of course there's shagging.
Say it as it is.
There's a little bit of cheeky beneath the sheets.
Oh,
for
really?
Sure.
I think like in life, like you find some people who fall really easily and really quickly, and there's absolutely zero judgment there from me because I am one of those people.
Amen.
I fall
me
head over
too.
heels very fast.
Married
Falls to
woman
the
now,
wall.
though. Very married.
Prior.
But I knew I was going to marry Erkan on the first day.
Yeah.
He went to the toilet and I texted my pals and I went, buy a hat. He's fucking the one.
You
Buy a
already
hat.
had him down the aisle and slipped on a
buy a
banana
hat.
peel.
I knew.
I love it.
So like when I say there's some of them who within the space of filming, which was about 3.5 weeks, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About that.
They managed to find someone and have feelings and feel ready to take the relationship to the next level, should we say?
Top shaggers.
And
Bit of rooty tooty.
Of course,
exactly.
as you should.
A bit of the old Mattress mambo. So so I feel like if they felt ready for that, then fair play. But then there's some people who are slightly more reserved, mate, and it takes them like a hot minute to feel those things. So I think people followed their heart in there, which were absolutely encouraged because it's reality TV. But yeah, there is some connections. I don't know what else to say. In a PG way.
Yeah.
They're shagging.
I would be so
It's a bit
shy
of
the
that.
next day because they're all in the same room, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be very on edge the next day.
The worst thing was as well, is like we were so invested.
You weren't watching on the screens, were
No,
you?
I'm no.
Oh, no, we were.
Yeah.
We had
tried
the
to
screens
lie.
going 24/7 around the. Remember that kiss? One of the first
That's what I was
kisses?
gonna say.
Go on.
So you spend like 24 hours a day watching these people and like really falling in love with them. Like
When you're awake.
Yeah.
you're like rooting for the girls and you're like, you got your fingers crossed for the lads and hoping things work out. And I don't know, you're just so invested because it's been cast so well. Like
It really
they're
has.
really great. And like, when you can see something starting to develop, a bit of a budding romance.
Yeah.
Like we just couldn't help it. So one night we're all sitting in my trailer.
Yeah.
And a couple, I won't mention any names, necked on for the first time. And we just
Everyone's screaming in
were
the
like,
green room.
it was like a football
The
match.
whole island
Come
heard us.
on, like that. And apparently someone came running in, one of the runners was like, will you shut up, they've heard
Can
you.
hear it from the villa.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think the passions could hear it.
Yeah.
Like, what is that echoing in the night? As we're all rah, like, we just so wanted it to happen.
We did,
We're on the edge of our seat.
Whereabouts is it filmed?
Cyprus.
Oh, even better.
I know, it was
Yeah,
lovely.
you couldn't film in Skegness, could you? It's
No,
not the
mate.
same.
And in such a sumptuous villa.
Yeah.
With the most exquisite gardens. Because, I'm in Cyprus, God bless, and it's quite dry. But this, because the sun just relentlessly shines.
Oh,
but
no,
this,
I read through this.
God bless.
there wasn't an Indian doing that. But anyway, you guys.
My husband's from Cyprus, actually.
But this was exquisite. This beautiful. And it was pink, actually. So we are in theme.
Too right.
The villa was quite pink.
Oh, it was
We
nice.
loved it there.
Trutopia.
Trutopia.
It was good.
And so were you on site most of the time while you were filming? So it's mad that
Yeah.
you guys have such you're really, really into it. Like, as
Yeah.
in you're really involved.
Do you know the only disappointing thing for me is when I heard Lucinda was involved, I thought we're going to do everything together. Did you?
Yeah, and we did. We
we
would have
didn't.
liked to have done a bit more
Yeah.
together.
So we
be
sort
fair.
of I think we split the load. So Lucinda's there to do all of the exercises with the Trutopians. She's there to help their relationships flourish and grow, teach them how to be more honest and stand in their truth. And I'm just there to be an absolute cow.
But that is actually not. I don't think you come across as a cow at all.
You just had to deliver the
yeah,
awful
yeah.
news.
If somebody
The
was
good, the
going
bad, the ugly.
home, or if somebody had told a lie.
So much worse.
I know.
Awful.
And I'm a habitual people pleaser as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I just wanted to be loved
That
so
would have
much.
been
And I was
hard.
like, pack your fucking bags, son.
I'll see you at the
But
door.
you did it with such grace. You did.
What's the craziest lie someone told on the series?
For me, I don't know about you, but there's this moment. And I think because everyone's so obsessed with like shows like Love Island and things like that, understandably so, there's always that question in people's head, isn't there? Is it a romance or is it a showmance?
Yeah.
And you know, like, how do you know? Well, they put it on one of the lads in our show, and they said, "Is your relationship a showmance rather than a romance?" And he lied. No spoilers, right?
Yeah.
He lied, and it was honestly just the most dramatic.
It was a pretty shocking moment.
Yeah. And the couple had seemed so solid as well. And the girl was so sweet. And oh my God. If I talk anymore, I'll give you too many spoilers.
I know.
That is horrific.
It was, babe. It was really spicy.
There's a few moments that are like, you know, the whole cast.
You know what I love? You just leave the shitstorm and let everyone else get on with it straight after that.
Yeah.
That's how.
I do like being able to walk away from it though. Like that is really
your problem now.
Really bad.
Yeah.
I think I spent so many years just being in it. It's so lovely to just be like, see ya.
Yeah.
Dip in and out, deliver the news and out
Going
you
back
go.
to my trailer.
I always wondered what it would be like if we lie tested all men though. I'm always so...
Would Al be lesbians? Or would Al be single?
Yeah.
I don't even know if
one
it's
would be
a
having
gender
babies.
thing.
Yeah.
Although I will say this, I don't mean to sound really biased, but I don't think my fella's got lying in him.
Yeah.
That's why you're married.
Ultimately,
yes.
We're married to him.
I always say if like, because Ercan's lovely and he's got so many good things going for him, but he's got need get up and go. Like, and I think if he was going to cheat on me, I'd have to organise it for him.
Yeah, put it in the calendar.
Yeah, and I'd have to be like, by the way, you're cheating on us the night 4 o'clock, don't forget. Reminder, set it in your phone.
In the digital that's brilliant.
I would have to, because he's just like so like relaxed and kind and canny, like, so I don't worry about that.
What a great balance for you guys, because you've got all the get up and go in the world.
And he keeps me nice and thoughtful. So yeah, we do balance each other out.
Well, what did he think when you said you were doing the show?
God, mate, honestly, we flew out 2 days after our wedding. Who wants a honeymoon?
And
Jesus,
Vicky gave up her
really?
honeymoon for doing the show. Can I just put that in there?
It was good, Mum.
Or delayed it.
Well, we've all... Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
You must have still been hungover.
I was, I think I had like, do you know what, it was nice in a way because had I just gone straight back home to my normal life, like
Get the
emptying the dishwasher and like hanging up my
Picking
wedding
up
dress.
poo,
I would have just been. I would have had the wedding blues, I think. But going out to Cyprus and filming this, it was exciting. It was like
Hanging out on the man.
Yeah, exactly.
The ocean view.
You two were basically on the honeymoon together.
Pretty
basically.
much. Rooms next to each other, trailers on site next to each other.
This was my work wife.
we definitely have created a beautiful sistership.
Oh, I think so too.
You know,
How
there's a
is
lovely
married life?
connection.
Tell me all.
It's classmate.
Oh.
It is really good. Hang on, are you married?
No, although I do call her my wife.
Fair enough.
So
fair enough.
That's just manifesting. Yep.
Do you want to ask her? Or would she ask you?
Oh, we keep having this argument.
Fine.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
don't mean to trigger
with the girls, it's like it's not one or the other. So I don't know. I think I'd give myself the ick on the floor.
you.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck am I doing on the floor?
Yeah.
With like my hunched back as well.
Bless
I'd have
ya.
to face up all the pics.
We call you guys wags in Australia, which is a wife of an AFL, wife of
That's
a
what
footballer.
we're talking about. Yep, say it louder.
That's it. I feel like as the wife of a footballer,
Yeah, maybe I should do
definitely
it. She
get on
might
the
have
floor.
bad knees though, the football and stuff. So that's what you've got to think
Yeah,
about. Can't be
true.
doing the ACL while proposing.
You're so considerate.
Yeah, I know. It's just a nightmare. So maybe I'll have to do it. But luckily for you, he got down on one knee.
He
Yeah.
did, yeah. It was really lovely, very traditional.
Because I watched your doc that you did.
Did you,
Yeah, I
mate?
really enjoyed it.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
The wedding.
We watched that all together, all of me.
Did you?
Yeah.
Out in Cyprus, yeah, because that's when it
Oh
came
my
out.
God, you weren't even there.
I wasn't even there to watch it with me fella. I was like on the phone. I was like, "Are you enjoying it?" No,
And it was deep. It was funny. It just had a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Channel
Right.
4 did a great job, mate. But no, but being married to Ercan, I can't speak for married life in general, but being married to Ercan is really lovely.
Oh, yeah, honey.
He's a nice man. He's
He's
very
gorgeous.
supportive. He's kind. He's fucking wicked bit of kit, which really helps.
It does always help. Yeah.
So no, all good, no complaints.
So have you done your honeymoon now?
Yeah, so we recently went out to St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Well, of course.
Which is, for anyone who doesn't know, just a little island near Barbados, but it was lush, mate. Like, had all these grand designs of like going out and like doing sunsets on the ATVs and snorkeling and everything. And I was so tired. Like, all we did was like read books, vaped me little head off.
Oh, it's like a retreat.
We just drank, ate, kissed. It was just so lovely.
Thank God for the kids.
Give it for the kiss. It was just exactly what I wanted my honeymoon to be, and it was lovely. So I only got back a couple of days ago.
Did you?
Feeling very refreshed, if not a little bit jet lagged.
Wow.
Do you feel refreshed?
Yeah, I
Just
do.
relax.
I needed it.
Yeah, you deserve it.
And are you dating? Not dating? Are we scarred? Like, what's the vibe?
Look, not scarred,
Thank
but
God.
look, it's been a very busy year,
Yeah.
and I haven't really given time to dating.
Love that.
But look, I'm definitely in the market.
Well, yeah.
I'm keen at some point.
Yeah.
To, find my person.
What would your like type be if you had to?
I suppose just someone really earthy that
Yeah.
sort of walks humbly, a bit of a character,
Yeah.
good fun, probably a bit of tall.
When you
a bit
say
of a
earthy,
non-negotiable.
do you mean like a man with like a man bun?
Not so much man, but
Less?
It smells like beetroot.
Yeah, eucalyptus.
Can't beat a
or
rouge.
something, yeah.
well, no, just connected to the earth, a bit of a nature guy.
Okay.
Look, I think I'm just,
Yeah.
I feel like timing, the universe has got all this.
Have you-
There's a divine orchestration.
There
going
is.
on.
It's
And
a
it
very
just
nice way of
smells.
looking at it.
I just
babes.
haven't really, it's been sort of about all of this stuff. At the
I could
moment.
see you next year and you could be a lesbian.
Well, look, I did try that in 2023.
You joking?
Fucking
Did
hell.
you?
I dated a gorgeous woman that I called my lady tradie for 9 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I realised I was quite hetero within it. As much as it
Oh.
was one of the most amazing experiences
Yeah.
of my life, especially in the psychology. Just
Oh, yeah.
getting to know each other's
Yeah.
psyche, and
I guess pussy's not for everyone.
it had emotional depth.
Yes.
that was a bit unprecedented.
Yeah.
that I'd never experienced with a fella.
That will do it.
I didn't
Yeah.
have used to making me uncomfortable on my bingo card.
What's happened to you, Vicky?
I'm such a prude these days.
Oh.
Pussy's not for everyone. I would absolutely love to be a lesbian. I feel like women are the fucking best. No, honestly, I think women are so good. My
Yeah.
husband sometimes looks at me with like twists his face and goes, "You're a feminist." Like it's a dirty word. Like he's calling us a racist or something. And I'm like, I'm fucking proud to be a feminist.
You
Jesus
love
Christ, get
the
the boot off
lady.
me now. I'm so proud to be a feminist. But honestly, with the lesbian thing, I just am so terrified of fannies. I don't even like my own. I just couldn't.
I felt that.
Did
yeah.
ya?
Sometimes
So
I
is
look
that
at
just
Ella.
something you've gotta get through?
How
I
did
go,
you move
I'm
through it?
sorry. What I did was I looked at YouTube tutorials,
Yeah.
so I knew what I was going
Right,
into.
okay.
Yeah.
Did
And
you do
Into
that?
the depths,
Yeah,
into the ocean.
it. Did you
Did
do
you do
YouTube?
the-
I didn't YouTube it.
No, you
Did
just
that-
went
maybe
straight
that's where
in.
you went wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
I just sort of ran with it.
Yeah.
you know.
And that's all you can do, actually. It's scary. It's scary out
It's
there.
new terrain.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. You've never really done it before. And to be honest with you, I'm useless even to me. Like if someone went do something, I'd be like,
Yeah,
so I just like to sit back, lay back,
Yeah.
enjoy the
lights
ride.
off.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
Lesbianism.
Yeah, lesbianism.
Coming up to a year now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, you're already talking married.
I mean, I was upset you didn't bring me a rainbow cake, but I think maybe next time you're on, maybe you could bring the cake.
Well, I'm a massive homophobe, so
Yes,
why would
yeah,
I?
You'd have the knife in the cake. yeah.
It's my own projection. It's my. Well, I came up.
We're
against,
both fucking allies, right? I just feel like we need to get that out there. In fact, the next series we want to see
Yes.
LGBTQ representation.
We absolutely
Yeah,
do.
I want a version, and I need because there's I Kissed a Girl, which is all the girls, but I want honesty box.
Yes,
Gay version.
we do too.
I want bisexual version.
I want it
so
all.
they're all swapping in and out.
Oh my God, do you know what? There is the bisexual
Yeah.
version. I love the idea of that.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know, and threesomes, foursomes, poly, like, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's just be,
Have you ever had a larger than two group?
No, I wouldn't know what
ever?
to do with
I
have.
wouldn't know what to do. There's a lot of holes.
fucking hell. Honestly,
I've
as well,
had-
I just think in that situation, I don't care what anyone says, someone gets left out.
Yes,
And you just
and
left
it would be
stand
me.
there being like, lovely bit of footwork.
Footwork. What have you been doing?
I don't know. See it on
toe
all.
fucking, yeah, no.
It's really quite
lovely-
fun.
lovely
I'd
bit of
highly recommend
Yeah,
that.
next series, I'd like maybe an orgy. I think that would be fun. Good viewing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
we're all
well,
involved.
dormitory. Bye.
Yes, yeah. Just
All
get loads
in.
of buys in
Yeah.
there and just hope for the best is
Gosh,
what I'd
this
reckon.
It's like a bit like a sexual Hunger Games.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
I love the sex chapter of this episode.
Yeah, sorry,
is
I've
quite-
really gone to town.
It's quite
Yeah.
meaty,
I just
isn't
said
it?
toe fucking and there was no need for it. Yeah, I did. And no one clocked it. So we must edit that out. Yeah. I want to give you some of my listeners' wildest things that their partners have lied to them about.
Yes.
Right? And we can unpack this.
Okay, go on.
The first one is insane. He told me his mum was dead. She wasn't. He just didn't want to introduce me to his family. You could say that she was in another country, though, couldn't you? I feel like dead's a
Yeah.
bit
I don't
extreme.
know why you went straight for death.
It's
Yeah.
taking it too far.
Yeah, bad omen, I would say.
I would say.
Yeah.
Poor mama.
I know, and I wonder
Especially
if,
if she's alive and well.
yeah, and I wonder if
picking
she
up.
knew that he'd killed her off.
Oh,
Is my question of the day.
yeah. I mean, red flag central. Red carpet.
Yeah, if there's anything darker than red flag, I'd say probably that too.
Burgundy.
A burgundy flag. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, it's only going to go downhill from here.
Uh-oh.
Um,
That you were just getting us warmed up.
Yeah, I know, that was insane. My ex told me that a demon in his dreams had told him to ask for nudes off my best friend.
See, I mean, that's just sicko.
Brilliant.
too.
Brilliant. Honestly, this is why I'm so pleased I'm off the date and
Yeah,
seeing like
Yes.
absolute trenches in it.
Yeah.
Who are
No
these
offence.
people?
This is what I mean.
They walk among you, you know.
Yeah, and I
swear to God,
hate
they
to
walk
say
among
it, I would probably believe that.
Would you?
Yeah.
Wouldn't.
No,
and next
come
minute,
on.
ask
I'd be
for
like-
Cheryl's nudes.
Yeah, I'd be like, do you know what, babe? That's not your fault. If a demon comes to you, you must
Wow.
comply. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, see,
And that's where I'm at.
You need to give your head a shake.
Yeah, I know.
that is where I walk out the door.
Yeah. Would you break up with someone over
Yeah.
that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to determine if they're joking. I mean, what's the tone? Are they serious?
I just don't think you give people like that a second chance. Why would you?
No, you wouldn't.
But then when I'm watching shows like Honestly Box and people are lying about if they've, say, cheated or whatever, I'm like, oh, I leave straight away. Then they get back with them on the show.
No.
So
It's hard. It's
I
hard,
say this.
isn't it? I
Yeah.
know.
I say it. And I'd be back next week. Ella, turn off the fucking pod and don't get any ideas. Right. Got us a Mackey's and lied about eating mozzarella sticks in the car before he came to my house.
That's fine.
So what is Mackey's? Is that mac and cheese?
McDonald's.
Okay. And then he lied.
He lied about that. I'm guessing he lied about that he even got the mozzarella sticks, but he actually ate them.
Is he ashamed of the Mackies?
No, well,
No,
you
just
can
the
never be
mozzarella
ashamed.
sticks.
The
The
mozzarella
golden
sticks.
arches, no.
I think this is your territory. I'm beyond. This is.
So wouldn't we kept stopping at McDonald's on the way home after work when we finished? It was the
course.
only place open about 3 o'clock in Geneva. I once had now. Body is the temple.
Well, look,
Not even
I
a
mean,
nugget?
says this voluptuous,
Excuse me.
No.
Beautiful.
gluttonous,
Day off.
being. But yeah, look, I'm not really into
The
food like
fast
that.
Fucking love junk
Yeah.
food.
I love a double cheeseburger, extra pickles.
Oh, dear.
But you know,
Sorry,
you can,
I know.
you can
I know.
toss that pickle double burger
Yeah.
in the jungle, and probably no creature would touch her.
I'm the
It'll
creature that would
preserve
touch
itself.
it. I'd
It'll
be
preserve
crawling in
itself
that
for
jungle, sniffing that out. 100%. I could smell that shit from anywhere. 100%.
Yeah.
What did you miss most when you were in the jungle?
Just, yeah, no, cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese.
I
Your
was
mozzarella stick.
fantasising about food.
Because you won. Do you know what's pissing me off, Vicky? Everyone I meet has won the fucking jungle, apart from me.
Where did you get to
I
in that?
really did
I got fifth.
Well, that's pretty.
They should have kept the
good.
plane running.
I really did think you were going to win it, mate. But it was a very hard year. Like, let's have
I mean,
it right.
Colleen Rooney, bloke from McFly. You can't argue.
Were you just with a
Everyone
bunch
was
of
great.
legends?
Yeah,
Oh, everyone-
yeah.
You would have been up there in the legendary.
Do you know what?
lineup.
Honestly, but I was
Did you love
very-
it?
Yes.
Would you do it again?
Never in my life.
Okay.
No, never.
Once in a lifetime.
Once, and thank
Jackie
God.
did it. I mean, Vicky did it twice.
Did you do All Stars?
Sorry. Vic did it
Jackie
twice.
did it twice.
I've lost my mind.
We say that. I've
lost the plot.
We say that in the northeast. We go, Jackie over here. Just like when you don't know someone's name.
At least you haven't just filmed a whole series together. It's fine. So what, you did it twice? Did you
Sorry,
do All
guys,
Stars?
I'm so worried. I'm flashing.
No, you're not.
everybody.
You're not.
No, you're fine.
Big old butt. No, babes. What did I do? So I went back in, but it was for Australian TV. So I actually filmed out in South Africa.
Fuck that for a
I know.
Unbelievable.
But it's a
Oh
very
my
different
God.
beast, Grace. Like ours is sort of on at about 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Very like there's a lot of like I think the trials are quite spicy and it's very to the letter. So if you were hungry, you were hungry. If you were tired, you were tired. And the show very warts and all. But out in the Australian one, it's on for slightly longer.
Oh.
So your rations are bigger.
Oh.
It was. I think my series was sponsored by KFC, and like every time we won a trial, we got a fucking mega bucket. Like I went in bigger than when I left.
Sign me up. Sign me up.
So which one did you prefer?
I've got to be patriotic here. I did much prefer the British
Yeah.
one. Also, I did better in the British one. I think I came something like third in the Australian. But I think the trials it's a bit more like I'm a Celeb meets Takeshi's Castle, if that makes sense. They're a lot
really?
more, outrageous and outlandish rather than just being scary.
Yeah, the British one's just scary.
It is scary, babe. Honestly, I take my hat off to absolutely
Yeah,
anyone.
why are
who
we
does
doing
it.
trials at night
Yeah, fuck that.
in a jungle?
Well, you're both very brave and
Yeah.
courageous.
I think she'd be great.
I think
I'm
you'd
going
be
to campaign
amazing.
for Lucinda to do it
If
now.
I was
don't
having a
mind-
tough day, I'd come to you.
I don't mind getting down with my big bad self and feral.
Oh.
I'd eat all the bugs and
no.
jump off the things.
No,
and
no.
I don't mind it. I'm a bit of a camper.
Really?
I'm a festival
Good.
girl. Don't mind a bush wee.
See, that's what I
You know.
also don't mind a bush. But I would say I couldn't do it again. I couldn't
Fair
do
enough.
It
It's a
again.
once
Well, you've
in a
done
life.
it
Yeah.
once, Gorge.
No.
That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
I feel like, just get me on Honesty Box instead or something. It seems a lot more nice and you're in a bikini.
Again, you don't need to because you got your beautiful footy wife.
Thank you. Amen. Yeah, I'll just be behind the camera. If you need a camera operator, I'll be free.
But, I mean, your
need.
chat's supreme. You could just banter till the cows
I'll
come
just
home.
do it.
You,
Till the cows come home. I really love that saying.
your banter.
Till the cows come home.
Yeah, you're an easy banter.
Is that a saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, it is now.
Till the cows come home.
No, it is. It is.
Oh, it's quite a popular.
Oh, I'm
It's definitely.
every podcast. I'm going to use that now.
Yeah, till the cows.
Drinking
come
till the
home.
cows come home. Okay, sorry. Right, my next
An
one.
interesting visual. Isn't
Yeah, yeah, all of them trotting about. Okay, I found out that the fancy car he was driving actually belonged to his other girlfriend. Now, there's something deeper about this. You have to think, have they shagged in the car? Because that's more disrespectful to the girlfriend, I would say.
I just
And the
think
car. And
the
having
car.
two girlfriends is a
Material.
liberty.
Yeah, I wouldn't have time.
Oh God, again, I couldn't be bothered. This modern dating is not for me.
I mean, as long as it's open. I mean, polyamory is
Right.
a thing.
But the poly's not that, is it? Poly's like very much
It's like
open
consensual
communication.
open-
Yeah, we're all
Would you
happy
ever
here.
do a
Well,
poly number?
I have done a little bit of
Have you?
poly wallet.
God, you've lived, haven't you,
Have
girl?
you? What have we
Just
done,
live.
Vicky?
I'm almost
Oh.
45. And I just found that it was quite exhausting being in communication and no longer you're off the phone with
It's like you're in a call centre.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
too much for
yeah.
me. Yeah,
It's a
not
lot
for
of
me.
like emotions and egos and just
And
bits to
just
deal with.
one
Not
person's
balance.
going to be jealous in that three
That's
going on,
Always.
and it will be me. It will be me. I'll go to jail.
It would be me. Babe.
Yeah.
It would be me. I'd
Yeah,
be the
there's no
horribly
way.
jealous one all the time. I do just think two's company, three's a crowd.
it's
Amen.
around.
Not to be disparaging about anybody's life choices. That's just how I would feel.
I 100% agree.
And if you can do it, good for you.
And sometimes you've got to go there to know there and go, all right, experience
You with
that.
these sayings is really good.
And-
Go there to know there.
Wise and she.
And
That's
we're done now.
Gandhi.
And thank you.
Enjoyed that. All right. My ex went back to uni, and when I saw him a few weeks later, he had a hickey. He told me he fell over.
Brilliant.
I just
That's-
think,
And it was like lips planted.
yeah, on the neck.
I'm so sorry, but where were all these people when we were casting
are these
Honesty Box? Like, I would have had any of these on.
Just go on my Instagram, guys. Yeah, go on my
Your
followers.
degenerate.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had any of them, to be quite frank.
Such characters.
I just think if you're dating someone who's going to uni, it's not going to end well, really, is it?
Oh, but let's have it right. Think about it. When you go to uni, you're what, 18?
Yeah.
Like you've...
Unless
ju-
you're a mature age.
well,
Unless you're a
exactly.
mature student.
Just
And it would be weird if you had a hickey.
But
you're just finding yourself, aren't you? Like, if you're going to make mistakes, then
yeah.
that's the place to
that's
do
when
it.
there's the time to do it.
Yeah.
So I think I'll reserve a bit of my judgment for the young'uns.
Yeah, just don't date anyone that goes to uni, I would say. Be single.
Have you ever had a hickey Vicky?
How thrilled are you about saying that? Look at that man.
I saw it coming as well. She was like,
Have you ever had a... Did Dirk ever give you a hickey?
Absolutely not.
No.
He's like a conservative Turkish Cypriot man. His family are Muslim. There's no way I'm getting hickeys.
I feel like it's more the honeymoon stage you give
Yeah.
hickeys when it's all fresh and fun.
Yeah.
And you're at it like rabbits.
Well, you've just had your honeymoon.
I think like hickeys is like very much like a 16-year-old vibe.
Yeah.
It is.
Do you know
That's the
what I
last
mean?
time I
Down
had
the
one.
park,
I've got to be
Yeah.
honest.
come back with a hickey.
Like you get your pint of Bella or whatever.
One on your neck and one on your inner thigh sort of
Yeah, a bit of fun.
Jesus Christ.
Just fell over.
thing. Yeah. Exactly.
No, I can honestly say I've never had one of me in a thigh. You spicy mink.
I don't think I have.
Yeah. Look, to be honest, I don't think I have either. It was just a thought.
One of those intrusive dark ones. Yeah.
Hickey on the thigh.
It just sounds a bit sexy and naughty, doesn't it?
This is above my pay grade.
Yeah.
110% this like.
Gonna go home tonight like, so hickey's on thigh. Is he into it?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I hope
Maybe we've
Erkan
just
doesn't
started
hear
something.
this because he'll get ideas and I love us.
He's going to be writing a list this whole episode. This whole ep.
Taking
You are
notes.
seriously
Yeah.
overestimating how much of my work my partner actually watches.
Oh, well, look, you are a hard worker.
Bless him, he tries
He
to keep
couldn't
up.
keep up.
He
with it.
tries to keep
He
up.
tries.
And he can't. Right, last one. He told me he loved me drunk over the phone. Turns out he phoned 2 other girls in my group the same night.
Said the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming I just made that up. He might have done. But he phoned 2 other girls in the group.
Just be
Yeah.
like, what a knobhead. What a knobhead.
Is that was how you deal with it?
I would
Knobhead?
Computer says
What-
no.
knobhead.
Computer
I
says no.
But then I'm quite black and white, and I know that's not everybody, but I would leave all of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to
I
be
agree.
fair, this is pretty dire.
Yeah.
Like, these people need some therapy,
Yeah.
I would say.
This is all below the belt.
This is all below the belt.
Apart from the mozzarella sticks, I would absolutely let that go. And I do
Okay,
feel
yeah.
passionately about McDonald's, so it was quite a difficult decision to make.
Yeah.
But
I still don't get that one. I still haven't caught up.
So he went to buy the McDonald's
Yeah.
and he ate the mozzarella sticks in the car before he got back. So it is a bit of
So
a
she didn't
sly
have
one.
any of the
But
mozzarella
aren't there
sticks.
Morat's at
No, there's no
Mozzarella
more
sticks,
there.
yeah.
these sticks at McDonald's?
Oh, so sorry. Just the concept you don't get. So they're just deep fried sticks of cheese.
That was the least important part of the story, I would say.
I was stuck on it.
You've got to give her the
Changes the
background,
chicken
Grace.
nuggets.
Give her the background.
It's like someone
There's a
eating...
culture difference here.
Yeah, there's a culture difference. Like someone eating like your favourite food.
Because I think mozzarella just tastes like tasteless plastic.
Plastic,
I've
yeah.
never got it.
It's like halloumi. I can't get on board with halloumi.
I don't mind halloumi.
Shit. Okay. Thought we were going to connect there on that.
I find it salty. At least it's got something
It's very
going for
salty.
it.
It's very squeaky and it makes me uncomfortable.
Okay.
Feels like I'm eating Lego.
How about saganaki?
I have no idea what you just said.
It's a Greek cheese. That's just all you cook it, and it's wow.
Like-
that is tasty.
I'm trying
stuff.
like burrata.
I like a bit of burrata.
Yeah.
mate. I
It's like a
cheese
breast
and chips.
implant. That's why I enjoy it.
Burrata.
The lesbian cheese.
Cheese for lesbians.
Cheese, the
Cheese for
Lezo's
lesbians.
cheese
Told you
choice.
she was an ally. She knows the cheese we eat. Speaking of burrata, what advice would you give to someone who's struggling to be honest in a relationship?
I think based on what we saw in the honesty box when we were filming and stuff like that, like it sounds really trope and it sounds really like, you know, cheesy, but honesty is the best policy.
And it always comes out anyway.
Exactly. You cannot hide from nought. And I just think if you are not a naturally honest person, or if you're thinking it's going to protect the person you're with or whatever, like my advice would just be it all comes out in the wash.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it does. If you want a healthy, happy relationship, you just are better off being honest, even if it's hard at the get-go.
And just a bit more self-awareness, like actually having a bit of a dig. Why? Where does it come from? How are you parented? Bit of self-development, bit of
You know
reflection.
how you can be more self-aware, Lucinda? Book.
Oh, you sweetheart.
Oh, you know, I'm
Which
good.
has actually got a Vicky.
That was a good one.
Oh,
It's got a
no,
Vicky
I
like that one.
Pattison. I like that
fucking
one.
Good.
Vicky Pattison quote on the front of it.
Yeah, I went, have they collabed? And I clocked it was a,
Yeah.
it was the
Bless.
quote.
The least I can do, mate. Honestly, it's
So
such
it's
a good
Shine
group.
Your Light, a guided journal for sorry, I've got something in my eye. For deepening your emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
I had a flick through.
Oh.
And I'm going to say I like it because it's very stimulating.
So will you just drink on all of these, Grace? Will you?
Yeah. Honestly.
To be 25
I know.
again,
I'll be
Gav.
checked into the Priory next week. But
You're very
But
into a
until then-
25-year-old.
do you think?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, absolutely.
Lucinda?
Sadly.
No.
You know, just on it.
Sorry, back to the journal. It's deepening. Yeah, what can people, because I struggle with journal. I bought one before and it was just the same question on each page.
Oh.
And by the third day, I thought, I don't care.
No.
I don't care anymore.
Well, this is going to take
Self-development is hard.
Yeah, yeah, it's different.
And it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
But look, I feel like this is a fantastic tool. It should be fun. You know, it's an autobiography too. There's music to accompany it. And we go into all sorts, like reflection of childhood wounds and relationships. And
how many pages you got for that?
Projection and boundaries.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's sort of littered with my illustrations. And it's an experience for people.
I love that. Vicky, have you done it?
Have I done it? No, I haven't done. I've obviously read parts of it to be able to write the little forward thing, but I do think you give so much of yourself in it, Lucinda, which is really nice. Like when you're doing something like that, when you're about to like do a bit of work on yourself, bit of self-development, it is really daunting. And the fact that you give so much of yourself and share and put yourself out there with all that transparency and honesty, I feel like that really encourages other people to do it as well. So that's what I thought was special.
Thanks, gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'm there on the journey with them.
Yeah.
They'll feel my presence and my vulnerability, my trips, my failings, my triumphs when, you know, just the journey that I've been on.
It's quite scary to be vulnerable, especially
Isn't
in this.
it, mate?
Because you're quite vulnerable as well. I always see on your Instagram about the
good at it.
PMDD. Have I pronounced that right?
Yeah.
PM.
Nailed it. Erkan calls it pimmed.
Love that.
He goes, is it pimmed? If ever I'm like,
pimmed o'clock,
if
yeah.
ever I'm like raging, he's like, is it
You're
pimmed week?
good at keeping it raw, at real, putting everything out on the table,
Yeah.
all bare. You know, Vicky is fabulously vulnerable and earnest and real.
Keep going.
She's so nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
how
think-
much do we just need out here all
I
the
think
time?
we need people like this in the public eye because it gives other people permission,
And I
right?
didn't even know what it was until I saw it on your Instagram. And I
Yeah.
thought, what? And someone also from the UK, Married at First Sight. Have you watched
Christina.
Yeah, she had it as well.
Yeah, and she was very honest and open about it as well. She's a lovely girl and all. I think lots of women are probably suffering in silence and don't know they've got it. In terms of women's health, there's a lot of medical misogyny. There's an awful lot of stuff that is overlooked and undiagnosed and just ignored. So yeah, whereas a lot of people don't know what it is, I bet you it's a lot more common than they think.
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, unfortunately. But no, I believe in being very transparent, very honest on your social media, showing both sides of the coin. It's dead nice to show the like glam pictures when you've got your makeup and your hair done and you feel $1 million. But at the same time, if you're going to show that, like you absolutely have to show the hangovers, the
B-roll.
Oh,
breakouts,
the
exactly,
hangovers.
Which you're
babe.
good at. I mean, I'm still so new to this space. I'm not quite ready to show my triple
Hear that.
chins
Hear
and when
that.
I'm, you know, bagging down
It is a scary time when you do that. When you press post, I
bagging,
just throw my phone. I'm like, oh, yeah.
bagging down chips, you know, whatever it is. But I'm really honoured that in you.
You do a
It's
good job of being
inspiring.
yourself anyway.
But I think, yeah, you both have had a really good response to just being yourselves, which is actually really nice. I think sometimes the internet, especially when you're on shows, the internet can be a bit, I don't know, they just take it as that and they don't get to know you. But I think you guys have really come across just well.
authentically.
Well, we're such the full spectrum as human beings,
Yeah.
aren't we? We're all of us.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's
important
we've
to
got
show
get
all
out
of it,
there.
isn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
But you do that and all, mate.
You do
yeah,
that well.
Yeah.
waltz and all.
That's it, girl.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
me. That is absolutely me. And you marry people. Have I got that right?
I am a celebrant.
Vicky, where the hell was Lucinda when you
We
got
hadn't
married?
met.
We hadn't
Oh,
met.
you hadn't
We
met
hadn't
yet.
annoying
Wait,
that.
so did you first meet when you were actually on the show?
Absolutely. And
hell.
what should have been Vicky's honeymoon, really.
Yeah.
We were in the, you know, in Cyprus
Surprise.
filming for the Honesty Vault.
Wow.
Missed a real trick there. Like, I am a bit upset with the way the timeline happened because
Yeah.
you would have just been such a beautiful presence at the wedding. Marion were, or just as a guest, I would have loved to have had you.
I'll renew your vows at 10 years.
Oh, that's
Fucking 10. Who's waiting that long? I'm doing fine.
Let's
yeah,
do a beautiful
fine.
ceremony.
Cheers.
We'll cheers to that.
You
I
and
need
Ella
you-
can come and all.
I was going to say cheers, darling. Oh, oh my God. Yeah, cut that noise.
Cheers,
that sounds
Gracie.
weird for the listeners,
my
not the
darling.
watchers. Cheers.
Mwah.
You can marry me
Okay.
when the time comes
All right.
after I've got on my fucking knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can marry me.
Yeah,
do you
let's
ever
do
get
it.
nervous doing the because I would mess it up. I'd stutter.
Look, it's such an honour
Yeah.
telling people's story, you know, really doing a beautiful bespoke ceremony. I mean, I always get nervous before I'm
you?
on stage or doing something with a live audience. Yeah, there's all.
You would never know, Lucinda. You
I
would
always do get a
never
little
know.
bit nervous.
I think maybe we should train up.
Yeah.
to marry people.
And just be
Imagine
like a
that.
little girl gang.
It's
Yeah.
such an exquisite vocation.
Have you ever had a weird experience while marrying someone?
Have you ever had anyone object?
Oh, good question. Sit here.
No, no
I'm just a nosy
objection.
cow, sorry.
Never an objection, but I actually started my career being a celebrant, doing a naked ceremony, 8 of us.
Bet it stank.
We walked up to a hot spring.
In
New
Australia
Zealand.
and all.
No,
Just loads of sweaty dicks.
it was an 8-hour trek. We had the
my
wedding
God.
food on our backpacks.
No.
And it was a naked wedding, never ever to be shown the footage of,
Thank
but
God.
in the hot springs.
Yeah.
But it was unbelievable.
Oh, Lucinda.
This is years ago now.
Really? I
it
wouldn't know
was-
where to look.
It was quite.
No?
It was quite amazing.
God, mate, it's not for me that. I just couldn't. I
Yeah, why
wouldn't know.
were they
it.
naked?
It was flashy and fabulous. I mean, I don't.
Yeah,
know
very fleshy and fabulous.
and hot. I mean, it was hot springs.
Oh, I don't know if I like that. I'd prefer it to be cold.
That is such a baptism of fire, though. Is that your first
That was my
job?
very first job.
Was it a
mate.
straight marriage?
Yes, they were straight people.
Right, well, that's arguably worse because the nipples don't look great warm, do they?
She was divine. She
No,
was Danish.
nothing looks good warm.
Nothing. You're right.
Nothing.
You were so right.
In terms of swimsuit parts and
Yeah.
genitals, nothing looks good warm. It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Well, in the jungle, I remember looking at people's shower scenes, right?
Yeah.
Like Mylene Class. And all
Oh,
that.
the
I thought-
iconic Mylene Class one.
I was
So much
thinking,
pressure.
let me get in on that.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
have a-
Oh,
No,
mine was
doesn't
shite.
work when you're sweaty as fuck.
Awful,
There's a
mate.
dribble of water on my
Oh.
30-inch extensions.
I remember when we were. I remember being in the jungle and Fern was in with my year, and she was like,
Fern Cotton.
No, Fern McCann.
Gotcha.
And she was like, we're both just having a shower. Like, it was totally like nothing in it. It was just like washing me bits and pits.
Bits,
Do you know what I
oh,
mean? Yeah.
famously.
And she was like, yeah, let us wash your back. They'll love it. I was like, fuck off. I was like, I won't fucking get off.
It feels a bit into it. Also, I'd be hunched over. while
Keep
she's
my
doing
back
it.
out of it.
Babe, I was stinking, man. Like,
That's
you're in like
horrific.
what, week 2? Like, you're covered in mosquito bites. You're
Oh,
hairy
God.
everywhere.
You're pale.
Disgusting. And I
You're really
think I
putting me
wanted
off then.
Yeah.
anybody touching me back. I was like, get off now.
Yeah, I don't think the shower scene's really all it's made out to be honest.
Nah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know that where we film, so in Brisbane,
Yeah.
the Gold Coast, they also film the German one there,
Yes.
and that is totally naked in the shower, full frontal.
what?
Dicks out the lot, babes.
I don't like that my feet have been on that same rock.
Awful.
Well, Europeans are a little bit more.
They
They're
are
very
more
free.
liberated. Yeah.
I still can't get on board with like nudist beaches.
I don't understand
Sand
it.
everywhere.
It's all right. A bit of
She's
nudie.
definitely more
Have you been
liberated.
to a nudist beach?
Oh, yeah.
Have you been nude on the beach?
Yeah.
Joking?
Yeah. Oh, Australia, we've got lots of nudie beaches.
I'm
in
too
Australia.
self-obsessed. I'll be like, everyone's looking at me.
I'm just too insecure. Like, my fucking poor husband hasn't even seen me naked. There's a day we had to be walking around on a beach doing it. Oh, would you not get sand everywhere?
Yeah.
I love it.
Sand.
Do
Oh,
you? It's a
even in
good
your
exfoliator.
nunny. No, you
Very
don't
good
A little bit of
exfoliator.
what is it? Exfoliation.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Oh,
Well,
no.
ocean fixes it
Not
all
your
up.
flaps though. You don't want to exfoliate your flaps.
It's fine.
That's insane.
I think that's good for the flaps. I didn't want to say it.
Do you know what?
You're
I've
allowed.
had a vision,
Yeah.
and I want you to host Naked Attraction.
What is all that about?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I hate to be the one to break this to you. It's a show.
She could go on it as well. To
You
be fair.
could go on
I don't
it.
think anyone.
It's like you have
Stop.
a person in the middle who's dating, usually a virgin, and they have like little doors.
Is
and
this legal?
it shouldn't be.
All right.
Sorry, Channel 4. And they have a little door that goes up, and each round a new bit's uncovered. Puss, dick first.
Wow.
Titties after, face,
Yeah.
then voice. Each round you get voted out. What I'd like to know is what round would you be less offended to be voted out from? Vagina, tits, face, or voice?
The least offended. I mean, I've been the most offended with the mind and the banter and the
Right.
that would upset me.
That was beautiful because mine would be pussy.
I was just going to say, if someone said
yeah.
I had a horrible fanny, I'd die.
I would die too.
I would die.
I'd be to the
Right.
clinic straight away.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, I can't with that show at all. Like, it all just
love it.
makes me so uncomfortable.
So in Australia, there's this amazing gallery called Mona in Tasmania, and there's a wall of vaginas.
Right.
There's about 100 vaginas, and you just realise when you looked at, because they've all been moulded.
Yeah.
Sorry?
They've actually in real time been moulded.
It's not good for the PA.
But you realise that every single fanny is
It's different.
different.
I have never talked about vaginas so much in
So
my life.
sorry, Bob.
Like, I
Just
just
saving grace.
This is what happens when
Me. Had a wine.
you.
I'm going to go to that gallery and I'm going to try and see which one looks more like mine.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Good game.
It's open to conversation.
Right, absolutely.
You know, it provokes conversation. But you realise the
I'm
diversity.
seeing a travel show.
I hate it here.
Fannies in different continents.
Have you become quite fanny obsessed since being a lesbian?
I just think I don't ever have a filter.
No.
So like, and I can't read the room as well. Like I'll be with like an
You don't need
80-year-old
to.
woman.
This
and
is
I'll-
your room.
Yeah, and I'll be talking about Puss in Boots. Like, it's just everything I'll talk about.
And I'm sure that is the right kind of 80-year-old you're hanging out with to go
well,
there.
sometimes not.
They love
the
it.
loose women crowd. Sometimes struggle, but yeah, it's it's a lot for all involved.
Can't read a room.
No, I can't read a room.
I feel like you can.
One day I think I'll really learn. So you would be more offended by the voice, the
Well, yeah, if they were just like, out you get, you know, because I mean, yeah, to me, that's why I like that reality television show, which is
Love is Blind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's heart and soul first.
Yeah.
And then it's the reveal. And up to me, that is
It all falls
more
apart
honest.
very fast, that though, done it, when they didn't look like what they thought they were going to look
Right.
like in their head.
Do you find dating different in Australia to the UK?
I could see you with an English bloke, you know.
I can. That's
really
why I
see you
asked
with
that
an English
I
bloke.
love that because you know, God bless. I mean, my brother's Australian, my father's Australian.
You didn't want to date them, though, do you?
I've got lots of beautiful male friends that are Australian, but there is something that's a bit broken in the dating scene there and the courting scene.
Do you know who married an English fella?
Who?
Mel.
I know, you're
Shilling,
right.
didn't she?
She
and
did.
that's a lovely relationship.
It
and all.
is.
You know Mel Shilling from MAFS?
What? She's with an English
She's
guy.
got
Yeah,
English. She
is,
lives
mate.
here most of the year, actually.
Yeah.
Really?
But I like how English guys are quite polite. They've got manners.
I
they've
don't know
been
where
raised.
you've been, but I need. Yeah, that's good. That's good that you. Yeah,
I think they're just a little bit more
you know what?
open to
I think
courting and dating.
they
and,
like your accent I
and,
think that's
and
why.
respecting. But look, not that I've had any dates.
No, but I think it's when someone's from a different like. English people probably won't be as nice to English people as if they meet like an Australian or like.
She's exotic. She's
New
exciting.
Zealand
But there's a little bit of vulnerability now being 45, I've got to say. Like I fell in love so easily in my 20s and 30s. And, you know, I have mostly been in partnership in my life. But I mean, since I dated that, you know, gorgeous lady in 23.
Yeah.
But I do wonder if maybe, you know, you become a bit sort of,
Bit
I
more
don't know.
guarded?
Well, not so much guarded. I'm open to it. But do guys even look at a woman my age?
Absolutely, babe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like sometimes I lose a bit of faith.
No, I don't think it matters what age as well.
Because, you know,
as long as you're not 95.
Well, a lot of fellas like to date much younger. And then
That's
No,
the
no.
midlife crisis,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's-
They're
I
in a
don't know.
mid-EC.
it's just a different situation now dating. I'm like, oh God, the market's getting smaller. A lot of guys my age are hooked up or, and also online dating's not for me.
Don't do it.
But I almost need help, you know, which is why I went on Married at First Sight.
Would you do it again?
No.
What if you, gun to their head, said, I swear to God, put me with someone fucking nice?
No, I think
No.
I've done my dash with that.
Really?
But, you know, we'll see. Maybe there's another something or other
Ooh.
out there in the fields. Or maybe I need a matchmaker.
Now we're
What's
talking.
what's the other one? Celebs Go Dating.
Yeah.
You could do that, babes. They've got some great like.
Does that
dating
have
coach-
much success rate?
No,
No.
absolutely. I don't think it's had
See,
any
'cause
success rate. Yeah,
Because a lot of it's out there to create amazing TV, which is,
Yeah.
again, why I liked the Honesty Box, because there was a lot of earnest,
Yeah.
really trying to get to the roots of the most genuine
Yeah.
couple.
Yeah. Oh, mate, no. I just think those fellas who date like younger birds and stuff like that, like
They're not for...
they're not for you. Like you want someone secure and
Yeah.
strong
I
and
do.
successful and powerful and
Yeah.
kind and all these lovely
and,
things.
and
he's
just
out
up,
there.
up for my, you know,
Your particular
lifestyle.
brand of like lushness,
Yeah.
and he's 110% out there.
Okay, well, keep an eye out.
I will
Richard Vicky.
absolutely keep an eye
I'm
out.
going to
you
be
meet
stopping at the
anyone-
red lights going, do you know Lucy? Would you like to?
But there's also a risk of, looking like a bit of a desperado.
No.
Could never be you.
But
No,
I
never
suppose I'm just open. I'd love to meet my person.
Yeah.
I
think
human.
it
That's
happens
human.
when you're not looking for it, I reckon.
think so.
Yeah. I think when you walk out of here, you will bump into someone
I
because you're
hope
not looking.
so. I feel like it's an energetic.
Then I'll marry you.
Look, saying that, I've had a lot of people slip into my DMs, which is beautiful.
Didn't know where she was going with it.
Same. I was so concerned.
But it's an odd and obscure thing to look at an email or a DM, somebody that wants
it's an
to
email, I wouldn't
because you
reply.
haven't even met them.
I know, but then that's how me and her can met, babe.
Yeah, okay.
He's
Maybe I
living
need to be more
the
open.
Same with
Wasn't
her.
that Ella as well?
Yeah. You got to embrace the DMs.
Yeah.
No one talks nowadays.
No, I know.
Maybe I do need to be a
Yeah.
bit more open around that.
Check your
the new
DMs after this.
frontier.
And I have like these regular guys that sort of follow my journey and
Are they
cheer
like
me on.
famous? Do you get famous people in there?
There's a couple.
Is there?
There's a couple of little,
You're not gonna
more
tell us who, are you?
more Instagrammers or influencers
Right.
or people in the field of something or other. Pete, what's his name? Your fella,
Wicks.
Pete Wicks, or
And that is a shot.
people.
That is he's in everyone fucking else's. So
Except for mine. What are you saying?
I've seen him this afternoon. I'll ask him what he's fucking playing at.
No, I think
His pal's
Pete and I-
single. Sam's
No,
single.
no, I don't think Pete and I.
Oh, I
have a
don't
thing.
know if you guys would
I
just
need to
be
be
too
girly.
kind to get too happy. You need a bit of toxicity.
I was actually disappointed Pete didn't end up with his dancing buddy from the Strictly Dancing
Vita,
show.
I know.
Yeah.
They had a lovely chemistry.
They did.
Well, you have
be
to if
fair.
you're doing the foxtrot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. Otherwise, it won't work, will it?
That would be a fun show. Would you ever do that?
Never say never, but I always consider myself to be a bit of more of a drinker than a dancer.
Oh, amen. Should we do a drunk Strictly? But it's like
I'd
in
do
the
that with
club
you.
room. Yeah.
We need to go out clubbing. We would be dangerous, the three of us.
I would be getting
out
ambulance
clubbing.
home, I think. And
You
I'm fine
seriously
with that.
overestimated
Yeah.
me. I'd be in bed by like 11
I'm not
o'clock.
sure I could keep up with you. 20 years your senior.
Yeah, but I still get. Have you been to the box?
No, what's the box?
You'd fucking love the box.
What is the
Would-
box?
No,
I
and
feel
when
like
I
I'm in
say
it
this,
right
I
now.
mean this. I have never met anyone that would probably love the box more. Actually,
She would love
you
the
think
box.
I'm
What
right?
is it? Tell
It's
me
like
what it's
they do
about.
like weird shows. It's
Ooh.
How would you
Speakeasy?
describe it? A club?
It's like
That sounds right up my
It's
alley.
like a club, but with definitely like sex scene
Oh.
acts attached. So you get some like performances.
Is
very
it
much-
classy or is it tacky?
It depends who's in that night.
Yeah.
If we're going, not classy, but
Okay. I'm not
say-
sure I'd be into it.
no, I think you would.
Okay.
Tell
If it's
you what, one
burlesque
day
and
I'm going to
classy
take.
and
Oh, it's
tantric.
nowhere.
No,
near
no,
burlesque.
sorry, you've got the wrong end
You're
of the
hanging
stick.
by your nipples off the ceiling.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see about
If
that.
it's a bit degrading, I'm not into it.
Well, not for us. Maybe for the people on stage.
Oh, I'd struggle with that too.
I just went Australian, and I don't
I
know.
have a-
Did
Give
you
me
just
your
hear
best
that?
Australian.
I have a
Oh.
tendency to do it. I think it's very
Lucinda
very
needs
easy.
to go to the ball.
It's not bad.
What was good was
Can you do an Australian?
Nah, not really. I can do a
Nah, not really.
no, not really. I say the
That's
only
me
one I
trying to be a Geordie.
Yeah.
What? Terribly.
What was the
terribly.
line? Tim, I'm not the only one here with boobs, mate.
That's not bad.
Oh, yeah, a few of those.
You've
yeah.
got boobs as well.
Yeah, you've got boobs as well.
Boob equality.
I love to end the podcast by asking my guests, what advice would you give me to save Grace? So, in other words, how would you save me? And you have to do something. I know I'm amazing and beautiful. And all of that.
I mean, it's a little play on words, but it is the consecration. It's calling in grace, the higher.
Ooh.
Whatever God is to you. I mean, it doesn't even have to be
love
God.
crystal.
It could be universal
Rose
source, power. It could be the Mother Earth. It could be whatever. But taking it out of the micro, this human experience, into the higher.
Yeah.
And sometimes just allowing that bigger picture to guide you and having faith and trust of your walk. So when you feel really microscopic and that you can't be saved and it's all too hectic and it's all too chaotic, just, calling in your guides or whatever it is and just saying, hold me, give grace,
I need to introduce you to my hairstylist.
hold me in this. walk
Alicia,
me with this.
Alicia, you knew exactly
don't
what I was
even
talking
mate,
about.
honestly, exactly the same.
But it's a consecration. It's
Yeah.
it's that opening to something bigger than is yourself. Because I mean, I believe that we're just here as spiritual, soulful beings having a human experience.
Yeah, I love a crystal. I touch grass.
Okay, good. And that's beautiful because, I mean, grass yards.
Yeah, too right.
And, you know, it does. It keeps you
Grounded.
Grounded, exactly.
You're gone now.
Oh,
Do you?
fuck no. I'm just.
I mean, this was a saving you moment.
No, I enjoyed it. I actually did enjoy that.
I'll just watch Honesty Box.
Oh,
good one.
there we go.
That's my final little note there,
And
babe.
I think that will save me.
Yeah.
Because truth is the best policy.
It is, girl.
Go on, give me an octopus.
So for the final, give it to me. Where can we watch it? Where can we buy the book? Give me everything.
yes.
Honesty Box starts on E4, 28th of April, 9 o'clock. It's also available to stream on Channel 4's streaming
Thank God.
platform if you are a bit of a binge gal. But yeah, 9 episodes back to back.
It's a bit of a lettuce between the sandwich of Married at First Sight.
Love that.
So we do a bit of Married at First Sight. We do the lettuce, which is the Honesty Box, and then ping it with another bun of, Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
So it sort of comes in a trill, this little trilogy of
Everything
all
you
of it.
say just sounds so poetic.
Doesn't
it?
I've got no idea what you're fucking saying,
It's a bit
but it's lovely.
I'm back on the Mac game because you guys are both McDonald's lovers.
Yeah, I
so
know.
I thought you might enjoy the analogy
Lettuce.
of a McDonald's
There's not
bun.
much lettuce in McDonald's. But yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, less lettuce, more pickles.
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from.
Thank you.
Yeah, some sloppy mac cheese.
Yeah.
Some
That could
macaroni.
be you, Missy. Yeah.
But we're just saying, get amongst it. And as
Get
far as my
amongst it.
book, just Google Shine Your Light. You'll see it. Lucinda Light. You'll find it somewhere. It's at a lot of the
I've
Waterstones.
just got that it's a play on words.
Exactly.
I've just got that.
Yeah.
That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Love that.
Because Lucinda means light. It means to
Does
sparkle
it?
like champagne. So it's a bit Donald Duck, light.
So your name technically is Light.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. Why not?
And you are, girl.
Yeah.
You are.
I have my moments.
Yeah.
I have chapters of Lucinda Dark. I do have moments.
And Lucinda Light. Well, thank you guys so much for coming
It was
on.
so
You've been
awesome
amazing.
to be with you.
If you guys have been watching, give it a like, subscribe. And if you've been listening, give it a follow and a 5-star review. Bye.